Good morning, everyone. It is May 10th, Friday, 2019. I wanted to go over and show you what we got accomplished last night or yesterday afternoon. And good things. So, April, ouch. Yeah, I just got a splinter in my finger. April worked all day yesterday on getting more plants into the garden, seedlings into the garden. So up here we have snowball cauliflower. I don't even know if you can see it. There it is. Boom. And a row of that. Actually multiple rows. I think there's a total of 3. So this one here. Yeah. And this one here. Alright. And then on the other side, I think that's cauliflower as well. And then up against the back fence, right there, it's all dinosaur kale, which I can't wait, man. We love kale. I love making kale chips. It's a great nutritious snack with some coconut oil. So that's all dinosaur kale all through there. And she also planted marigolds direct seed into the ground as she was weeding and planting. So there's going to be marigolds hopefully everywhere. Hopefully the birds don't get to the seeds. So let's go back here. The fig tree is looking really good. Once again, new growth. And if I can get beneath that, where are we? New growth. Everywhere. Ooh, this thing is happy. New growth everywhere. That's awesome. Potatoes. Overnight. Wow, they jumped up. And that little guy is even looking happy too. Itty bitty. But yeah, they jumped up a lot. Alright, still don't have any sprouts from the lettuce, but it's only been, what, 2 days? And the horseradish still has not perked up at all. So, there's that. And the chamomile hasn't come up either. That's behind the horseradish over in the ground. The tomatoes are looking good, and so are the carrots, standing up strong. So that's awesome. That little marigold's doing good. She put more Swiss chard over here. Those are tiny again too. Hopefully they strengthen up. Our honeydew's doing okay. You know, we got a cantaloupe that's actually germinated and not quite big enough yet to put into the ground, but it's looking pretty strong. And then over here she put in all of our I'm probably gonna say it wrong. I call it kohlrabi, I don't know, man. I love it, but don't know how to pronounce it. I think there's 3 purple. Yeah, 3 purple kohlrabi and 4 of the white around the backside. So, very cool. Very cool. Oh, I see. She put some more. Oh, there's beets. Put some beets in the ground. I love juicing beets, but I don't have a juicer anymore, so we'll see what we do with those. Maybe I'll preserve them, can them, ferment them. Yes. Oh, and then I worked on the gate yesterday afternoon. I believe you saw that in the video from yesterday if you watched. When I put this together, I think I mentioned before, but I'll say it again. When I put this together, I knew that the angle needed to go in the opposite direction, but when I flipped it over, because I was using reclaimed wood, things didn't exactly fit together right. So the 2x4s going across were actually thicker than the board that I used as the angle board, so there was a protrusion there, and I didn't want the pickets to stick out, so I just left it. I didn't flip it over before I put the pickets on, which I totally should not have ever done, because of course the angle was going the wrong way, and it pulled the gate down on the latch side versus supporting it over towards the other side. So one thing I did come across last night is that because of this, if you look down there, I've only got one bolt in that gate on the bottom, so I need to fit a 2x4 across there, just to support the gate hinge on the bottom, but the top went in right where it needed to be again, so that's cool. So I'm gonna walk you out back. This thing, hopefully it stays like this. It works so much better. Yeah, right on. Back up so you can see what I'm doing here. Yeah, very cool. Very cool for it being logs. Alright, so yesterday while April was planting, I told you guys I was going to come out here and weed the alley, because I was tired of looking at all the weeds. Be right back, Sam, you stay there. So I made it all the way down to our exterior property line, and without permission I pulled out all the sumacs from the neighbor's yard that were in the alley. I don't want them coming up in our yard, so I just took it upon myself to guerrilla weed. And then yesterday afternoon I came back and trenched out, if you would. This just cracks me up. Trenched out the area for the milkweed to go into, but I didn't use a shovel. I just used a little hand tool. But look at all the rock. Yeah. All the rock. And I didn't even pull it all out. I left some smaller ones in there. But yeah, might use those. Who knows? Skipped over this area because I could see rock. Didn't want to dig into it. And then spaced it out and came all the way down here. And yeah, I'm telling you, man, if you live in Arizona and you need rock for your garden or your yard, dig a hole. You'll find it. It looks like I need to cover this one over a little bit better, especially down at this end. So I might come back out here and try to do that this morning. So that's done. And then I just kind of went crazy with weeding, I gotta be honest. I even did the neighbor behind us, the line of his yard. Oh, and if anybody knows what kind of tree this is, let me know. I think it's really pretty. I just don't know what it is and if it has any medicinal benefits or if it's edible. So, I'd just like to know that. Alright, anyways. And he has a lot of rocks too. So I weeded all the way down to his property line. And I started over here behind George's place. But I ran out of room in our trash barrel. I gotta come back and get that out. Almost forgot. I hate those geraniums more than even crabgrass. I gotta be honest, man. Those things are terrible. Alright, sorry. So, I got George's back line started, and my batteries were charging for the weed whacker, and I had an electrical line I could hook up to it. Because it's a hybrid, I can use both. But the cord wouldn't reach all the way out here. So that's as far as I got. I just started pulling them by hand just to try and get them out of the ground. And in the midst of doing this, I found that George actually has, and I don't know if they're his or if they belong to the city, but there's some tall grasses back here, like ornamental grasses. So I'm planning on talking to George about it today and seeing if he'll let me come over here. If it's the city, I'm not even going to ask, but I'm going to ask George if I can come over here and literally dig them up. And, yeah, plant them in the yard somewhere. Because there's a few of them. So anyways, I got to finish his line back here. Get it all cleaned out. I don't know if I'm going to wait until next week for that. Only because I don't have room in the garbage, like I said. So, I might wait until next week. I don't know. We'll see. Just get things cleaned up, pick up garbage, that sort of thing, and get it all taken care of. Alright, there's that. I'm going to take a break while I walk back to the property. Alright, I'm back. So, I gotta be real honest. I don't know if I'm going to get anything done today. I know that April will not be out here today. She actually had a really bad asthma attack in the middle of the night, so she's resting, and just taking it easy today. So don't blame her. I got stuff I need to do in town, and I have an appointment with the chiropractor again. But I don't know, I feel like I could come out here and get things done. I just don't know if I'm motivated. There was something going on in the neighborhood last night where all the dogs were just losing it most of the night, man. It was just like non-stop barking, and sounded like an animal got attacked or something. I'm not sure. But so it was very broken up sleep. There you go. Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention too is April worked on this tree again yesterday to keep all of the suckers coming out from the bottom, because we want it to grow up and canopy versus bushing out at the bottom. So just like this one over here is doing, we'll end up taking that off because we don't want any growth at the bottom. So, alright, I think that is it for the morning. If I do decide to do anything today, I will get a little bit of film footage of it. Totally planning on cutting down our videos because my computer is screaming at me that it has no more space. So, yeah, dealing with that too. Anyways, I hope y'all have a great day, and we will talk to you later. Be safe out there. Much love. Bye now. So, these seedlings have not germinated yet. And we're not sure if it's not producing enough heat. So I'm going to take them back in the house. Put them back in the window where all the other ones were when they germinated. That includes everything that hasn't come up on this tray as well. And one of the things on my list to do that I totally have not gotten around to yet is moving my rock collection. Some of it's been out here for quite a while, and some of it just recently came outside from inside, because dusting it on a regular is not cool. But I think that here it is. This is one of my coolest pieces. This is actually petrified wood that I found on a camping trip with Jonathan and the grandbabies Raymond and Elena at Lemon Lake or Lake Lemon. I never can remember. In Colorado, down by Durango. So that's really cool. Anyways, me and my rocks, right? Alright, you guys. Take care.